One of our brothers who've currently been having a very, very tough time in this particular world is none other than our own actor, Chris Attoh. It's very, very sad. We all know about how he actually lost his own wife just 9 months of marriage. I'm talking about Bettie Jenifer, and how this particular lady was shot dead in Maryland by some unknown assailant. Each and every day there are new twists of things coming up about how the New York Police Department is even questioning Chris Attoh as of now, because they regard him as a suspect in the case, and how they have even come out with a surveillance tape and also a picture of the person who actually shot. They believe that the picture of the person who actually shot Chris Attoh's wife Bettie Jenifer, and they've even come out to say that anybody who provides enough evidence leading to the capture of the person that they want, they will reward the person with over $100,000, a very, very big money. But then all of these things have proven futile. We've not seen any lead in the case. A whole US, they can actually work on this case. Now, there's a new twist of things regarding this particular case. Whilst all of these things were going on, one question that PInaxTV I used to ask myself is, how is Damilola Adegbite faring? Who is she? Damilola Adegbite is the beautiful Nigerian actress who used to act Tinsel with our own Chris Attoh. But then at a point in time, they got married. They were so much one of the best couples here in Ghana, and bam, their marriage just collapsed. Everybody just went their way. Then after just some few months and several months, Chris Attoh said that he has found a new wife whose name is actually Bettie Jenifer. So when Chris Attoh actually entered into this relationship, definitely there's going to be some kind of tension with Damilola Adegbite, because this particular lady has not just divorced Chris Attoh, she has a kid with Chris Attoh. So we all saw the tension that could even arise there. They were not going to be free, and there were going to be a whole lot of question mark in that particular relationship. But then the new twist of things regarding actually what happened and the reaction of Damilola Adegbite after Chris Attoh's wife died is very superb. This shows that when a woman truly loves you, she means no harm, and she actually do love you. It's very sad. She had an interview. I'm talking about the ex-wife of Chris Attoh, who is alive though. Her name is Damilola Adegbite. I hope I'm mentioning the name right, my Nigerian brothers and sisters. She had an interview with BBC Pidgin News, and then she was quizzed. What was her reaction, or has she even contacted Chris Attoh after the demise of Chris Attoh's wife, whose name is Bettie Jenifer? What was her reaction, and what does she even think about the whole situation? And what she said was, we'll play you a little excerpt of that. But before then, let's give you the juicy updates of what she said. She said that, when she heard the news, she was very, very, very sad. And from the way and manner that she was speaking, it was true, because her expression even shows that she was sad, she was not happy. She said that when she heard the news, she was very, very sad. And people should bear in mind that Chris Attoh is not enemy. Yes, Chris Attoh is never her enemy, and that no matter what have happened between Damilola Adegbite and Chris Attoh in the past, they were once lovebirds, and they are not enemies. For Christ's sake, they even have a son together. So whatever happens, Chris Attoh will have that spot in Damilola Adegbite's life. So when the thing happened, she actually took a phone and called Chris Attoh to talk to him and actually calm the young man down. Because in these times, if you don't take time, you even kill yourself. I'm talking from experience. You even kill yourself if you don't have the right frame of mind, and if you don't have people to actually counsel you and talk to you and actually cool you down, that it is well. Some way God gives, some way God takes. It is well. Calm yourself down. So Damilola Adegbite said she did just that. She actually calmed Chris Attoh down and actually kept on talking to him extensively. She actually showed the support, or more support, to Chris Attoh in this time, because to lose somebody that he just got married to is more like a big burden. So what many Ghanaians and Nigerians we were thinking is, hey, Chris Attoh, you left a beautiful sister Deborah for Fela Makafu. Yes, Chris Attoh actually left a beautiful sister there before Fela Makafu. We're all saying, now that this have happened, this lady is really going to mock you, and she's going to go on radio and TV stations and say that, Chris Attoh, you actually got what you deserve because you are some sort of deep trouble or whatever. The words that our fellow women can use. So we were all thinking that way, but she has proved herself to be beyond the limits, and she have actually spoke sense. And we are all happy, because these times are very, very sad times. When someone who's close to you dies, it's a whole different ball game. I'm telling you, I had that experience once, and I don't want anybody on this particular platform to have it. So currently, that is what is going on. Here is an excerpt of what Damilola Adebiti said on Pidgin News, BBC Pidgin News.
My papa pikin, I get choice. I not get choice. I must to halara. Anything way happen between us, we could just they believe say na so God won't make it happen. But for this matter now, person die. So it is very sensitive. No matter what, no good make person wish make person die. So for person we don't do your life before, why not go halara?
It may be a nature, maybe can come home say we gay.
Mantu.
We are sure. And yes, I'm kids. It was everywhere.
Everywhere.
It's all where we are. You move your horn money and once I know you get it in Utimoy.
Yes, some also.
Then I walk from because me, I show some for one more episode who no cry was
me was story be, but me name say me real story no. Anytime, sir.
Yeah, but your time. For your room. So you're comfortable with the English and can I?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, you know what? The only time I heard about that was a young lady friend who promised me that she was going to make sure that, you know, the industry thought that I was gay. And this was after I'd hosted a show at the National Theatre one evening.
Okay.
And I'd finished and I walked back to my green room. I was really, really tired, like now, you know, and see, Miankasa, I wasn't really in the mood for anything, but there was a young lady, she introduced herself as a fan.
Okay.
And she had nothing but a jacket on, you know. And she took the jacket off, and I'm not sure if the rating on the show is going to allow, but long story short, you know, I didn't yield. Oh, not because I didn't want to. Oh, David, yes, sir. My horse, not because just gave me. Apart from that, you know, I also felt very, you know, cheap and like a piece of meat. It wasn't something that was attractive hair package. You know, but long story short, before I left, you know, the room and asked her to put her clothes on, she promised me that she was going to go to every press, you know, outlet in town and, you know, and say that I'm gay because she gave herself to me and, you know, it didn't happen. And this was a very long time ago. So that's the only time that I remember. You know. And I probably did hear it, but I mean, didn't say serious.
Hey, and a girl, ni more do you?
Oh, and yes, at the end of the day.
No, for me now, or say, be a jana say me meja.
Ha,
we say, Chris is in church, was no the abreno. Now, Chris, where you? No, where my papa. And then when a papa went to say, now what to me, a being since I'm in a few and cosa.
Yes, and Yammy, but ma, the papa, oh, yes, yeah, oh, to me, Joe. So to me,
okay, let's just say, when I see, yes, see, when you find a cassette, or better wobble on a nice baby. So, as I'm now walking, only so, so not BB, but also German, they won't say,
oh, a riasi dear, uti riasi dear, a so to me, say, Debia, and Yammy, a mouth, and Yama, as some chain, or they are mounted that. Oh, between the star beside my car. My car.
Chris, I need to know Jai with you.
Hey, I said, we present come out. Bounty BB. You say, a warrior, a serious business. They be a mikasa. And a warrior, so a nipa mino.
Okay.
Nipa bakuno ni ha. Oh, inti, me imagine se me kan ho asema, enye fe. Oh, and Sebi in Colanso, and see, and there may jam Pessamin cow, but the Pessamin cow assembly may film no. Ha, film, many adjectives. Yo, ha, potato, and Sna, Wamba. Ha, as I do, oh, baby,
now, answer number banana, agitated and Komoka, Crafa, a year, gaze in my seminary home. Do you think, say, Obi a gay? it defines the kind of person on Bakoni, because the moment you won't say, Obi, yes, I don't know, Ghana, Hano won't say, now, what to say? Do you think being a gay defines who you are?
Unibibi, I think being a part of any minority will define a lot of your characteristics. And as much as it's often said, you know, humans run away from things they don't understand. And I'm not in any way saying that I completely understand, you know, the chemistry or the science behind it. But I also realize that as a minority, you know, I'm go through a lot of discrimination. You know, there are countries that will stone you upon finding out, you know, your sexual preference. And personally, as a human being, I think that there are more things to be worried about than that.
Okay.
That's mercy.
Okay. But I just don't you think that Sankrofano, they are only a weekend vulnerable, so what's your children, your man, I say you show almost some compassion rather than say ye be boo my time de be
He has rights, whatever what your preference is or are, and I think that everybody should be treated equal. Just the fact that